Kalalal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baharakah Kodash, the bananas to the elders and the apostles are great millstone, Shalom to the elect across the four corners of the earth. Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the king's hand is in the hand of the Lord. And it's the same thing with everyone. Because as the scripture says, man's goings is of the Lord, how can a man understand his own way? So who's controlling Donald Trump to think how we think? And these people over there in Iran, who's controlling them to think out the way how they think? It's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And the reason why, the main reason why they haven't done anything yet is because the Lord didn't program them to do anything yet. Because prophecies have to be fulfilled. There's a lot of things that must happen and take place before nuclear missiles are shut off. Right? Even though we could see it coming, yes, we see it coming, but there's still a lot of things that still needs to take place. The MOTB, right? You have the famine of the word. You have the physical famine. You have the unknown wild beast full of rage, newly created. You have these things must manifest. You have Jacob's trouble. You understand? All these things must manifest. Because like the scriptures say, by and by, the end is not yet. And that these things is the beginning of sorrows. So all these things must come to pass. Right? Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. These things must come to pass before them nuclear missiles is shoot off. So this is why the Lord is programming these people that's in charge, these presidents, to do not shoot any nuclear missiles yet. Right? I'm going to give our next precept to prove. Job chapter 33 and verse 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumber upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth the instruction. So when people go to sleep, before they can even think about what they're doing tomorrow, right? It's the Lord that's sealing the instruction on your head, what you're going to do the next day. Right? Because you could have a thought today to plan for tomorrow, but when tomorrow comes, you could find yourself doing something else. That's because when you go to sleep, right, the Lord already planned out what you're going to do tomorrow. And that completely destroys free will that the Christians say that you have. You do not have free will. You do whatever the Lord wants you to do, whether it be good or bad, whether it is to be saved or to be destroyed. Because, as the scriptures say, a Pharaoh wouldn't fall to the ground unless the Lord sanctioned it. The Lord said, I believe that is in the book of Isaiah 45 and 7. Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So the Lord do these things. He has control over good and bad. So that you would want the Lord's will for you to be righteous. We don't choose the Lord, it's the Lord that chooses you. He is the one who decides to choose you to be a vessel of honor or a vessel of dishonor. Right? Jacob and Esau is a prime example of that. The scripture say before the children not even being yet born, right? Their fate was already sealed. Their destiny was already sealed. What was going to take place, right? Where's the precept I was going to get again by let's see. Forgot what I was going to get. But anyway, we go in our book of Psalms chapter 104. And verse 9, thou hast set a bond that they may not pass over, that they turn not again to cover the earth. And this is just to prove that the Lord even have control over the mighty seas, the mighty waters. He set a bond that they cannot cross. Right? So that is just to show you the power I have about Hashem Yahushai. So I read it again. Psalms 104:9. Thou hast set a bond that they may not pass over, that they turn not again to cover the earth. Because at one point back then in the days of Noah, that's what the Lord did. He used the waters to cover the face of the whole earth because of the wickedness of mankind. Right? But he's not going to do that again. And to prove that he's not going to do that again, that's why he put the rainbow in the sky. The rainbow in the sky is a sign that the Lord put there to say that he will not destroy the earth again. That is the purpose of the rainbow being in the sky. So when it rained plenty, and the Lord let that rainbow in the sky, he's showing you and letting you know, I'm not going to destroy the earth with water again. Right? So he has control over all these things. Right, I now remember the precept what I was going to get. It says, see if I can quote it and get it here. Right, 1 Peter chapter 3:17. For it is better if the will of the Most High be so, Salakia. For it is better if the will of the Most High be so, that ye suffer for well-doing and for evil-doing. So it will be better for the will of the Lord for you to suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing, because he have control over, life and death. He has the power to send a evil angel on you, and for that to be a stumbling block unto you, just for you to be destroyed. We read about an example of that in I believe it's in Samuel. I don't know if it's 1 Samuel or 2 Samuel, but this is with Saul. The scriptures say the Lord sent a angel, right? An evil angel on Saul. So the Lord could send evil angels on you and send spirits on you to make you do wrong things just to punish you. Because one, it's his will, right? And I will just leave it as that. One, it's his will. The scripture says, whosoever resisted his will. But we get that next. Romans 9:19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Who has resisted the will of the Lord? It would be better for the Lord that we suffer for righteousness than we suffer for wickedness. Right? He has that power. He has that power to make you be an evildoer or to make you serve him, to put the spirit on you to serve him and fear him. He has that power. We don't have power over that. Now while the scriptures say, oh gosh, it now slipped my day. Oh yes, the Lord said, "Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you." So you don't choose the Lord. You don't choose to be on the Lord's side. You see, these people who do not understand the truth, the Lord blocked them mind from understanding. These scoffers and scorners, the Lord put that spirit on them to scoff and scorn. You see? It's the Lord that does the choosing. It is not you. That great understanding that you get, that the way how you break down scriptures, the way how you talk, all these things is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And the Lord bless every brother with a particular gift. Some brothers read better than some. Some know languages better than some. Right? Some men and some men going to have more faith than some. Right? Some men going to be able to perform spiritual power better than some. Right? Because according to your faith. Because remember, the Lord is deal with you according to your faith. So there are certain areas where you will have somebody better than you in something. So when we all come together, we are body. This section strong and this one strong and that, this one strong and that. But we are all part of the body of Yahweh Shai. Adawan Ratazah. Right? That house. So we don't choose the Lord, or we are not in control. It's the Lord that be in control to whether you will serve him or not. And that is pretty much, the lesson that I wanted was to do about. Right? To show you that is the Lord that does all these things. So with that, I want to give our praises, all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that belongs to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect.